And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for what is round number 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Models Series presented by JSI Racing and, of course, Racer Industries. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the callers. We get set for the second round of this 10-week series after what was a great week last week for the season opener at the Volusia Speedway Park, where Harry Stewart picked up the win. Well, can he top that one? Well, we'll have to wait and see as he goes second quick here tonight behind Kobe Noonan, as we've got just under 2 minutes of qualifying session just left upon us right now. Again, a big thank you to everybody that tuned in last week, but also here tonight. Again, we are live from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. The second round of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Series, thanks to Racer Industries. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Cool Drive Auto Parts, Crawford Designs, MPI and MFD Line Haul. So not only is there money on the line, but also just been added as of tonight and going forward for the remainder of the series, thanks to MFD Line Haul. They are also going to pay tonight's hard charger with the least amount of incidents. It's quite simple. You go through the field, you don't get any incident points. No, you're going to pick up some extra cash as it'll happen for the remainder of the next 9 weeks. We've got a total of 35, I think it's 37 drivers, 36 or 37 drivers signed into the virtual pit area for tonight. 35 of those drivers have taken time. We are about to look at one more driver right now on the raceway. It is going to be the 32 car of Kyle Fisher. Kyle Fisher in the 32. We were going to have a look at that, but looks like we will take a look at no further because we are getting into the first of 4 heat races on the program. And let's kick it off with heat race number 1. Your quick time man in car number 26 in the Maddington Toyota and Canning Vale Toyota entry. It is Kobe Noonan to his outside in car number 31. Rowan Jones lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 in car number 21. That'll be Kyle Collins on his outside. In the 15 entry, that'll be Jacob Croker lining up at a position number 4. We go to your 5th starting position in car number 55. That is Jack Murphy on his outside in car 26. Sean Stevens. From position number 7 in car 47. That is Dylan Price on his outside in car number 74. From position number 8. It is Jason Burke. And we go back to your final row all on his own at the back of the bus in car number 7. From position number 9. It is Corey Borden. So our field is set. Lined up behind the iRacing.com safety car. 10 laps the distance. Top 4 to the main event. Lights will go out. Safety car off the raceway. Next time, who will take out round number 1? Again, last week's season opener at the Volusia Speedway Park. We go back to the start of the night where it was Harry Stewart went quick time over Bo Oldfield and Kyle Fisher. Our heat race winners seen Harry Stewart get the win over, and then Riley Hutchison get the win in heat race number 2, followed by Nick Ryan. And James Oliver was the 4th and final heat race winner. But here we go, heat race number 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Series, thanks to Racer Industries, with green flag with Kobe Noonan off and away to complete lap number 1. Rowan Jones, Kyle Collins back there in 2nd and 3rd position. Then Jack Murphy in that 4th and final transfer position. Who will it be? Murphy in the 55 car, nearly 3 wide. Croker into the concrete wall in the exit of turn 2 on the back straightaway. And Croker suffering some front end damage. That's going to put him back to the pits and back into a C main. Watching the 21 car right now of Kyle Collins, trying to work over the 31 of Rowan Jones. They had a good battle in the opening couple of laps, and while that battle was happening, that of course allowed the 55 car of Jack Murphy to now squeeze up the inside of the 21 of Kyle Collins. A little bit of contact there in the middle of 1 and 2. Collins keeps it straight, keeps it going down the back straightaway. Murphy's moved up to position number 3. Top 2 will go to a dash. 3rd, 4th, straight to the main event. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Well, they will go to a B and C main. where we will, of course, run the alphabet soup here tonight. Murphy around the outside of Jones. Jones trying to fight back on the inside through turn number 1 and 2. Collins right there with him as well. So the battle on for that final spot to get into tonight's dash as Kobe Noonan will complete lap number 6. Again, watching Jones in the 31. This time going to go right side ties in the fluff round 1 and 2. Get the run on the outside of the 21 of Kyle Collins. Trying to shut the door was Rowan Jones on Collins. But Collins keeping the foot in the door and just leaving that open just a little bit. Jones again going right side. Ties right up near the concrete wall. Coming after Jack Murphy now is the 31 car of Rowan Jones down off for turn number 4. 2 laps left to run for Kobe Noonan, who's got a big advantage right now. Nearly a 2-second lead. In fact, it jumps up over 2 seconds. Jones and Murphy. Oh boy, final spot for the dash position right now, and Murphy not giving up without a fight. Jones going to fight back on the top now, cuts it down to the inside. What a move by Rowan Jones. They head off down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out for Kobe Noonan. Second off the line is going to be Rowan Jones. Jones will grab position number 2. Third will go to Jack Murphy. Kyle Collins in 4th position. 5th is going to be Dylan Price. He'll start on pole of the B main. Sean Stevens home in 6th. Corey Borden 7th. Jason Burke in 8th. 9th will go to Jacob Croker. So you're 9 cars, but there is confirmation. Kobe Noonan and Rowan Jones going to the dash. Jack Murphy, Kyle Collins locking themselves into the feature event. Here we go, heat race number 2 on the pole position. It is going to be last week's feature winner of Harry Stewart from position number 1. From position number 2 with the 25 car of Nash Granger. We go back to the second row, inside and outside. From position number 3 on the inside with the 24 car of Shannon Jordan. On his outside, driving the 2L machine, that'll be Nick Ryan from position number 4. Position number 5 in car number 12, that'll be Jason Crawford. To the outside in car number 36 from position number 6, Mark Scott. Position number 7 in car number 86, that'll be Haydo Bish on his outside. In car number 21, Alan Cleary from position number 8. And once again, your 5th and final row, inside and outside. From the inside, it's going to be the 9 car. From position number 9, it is Adam Boyd on his outside. In car number 39 of Kurt Tyler from position number 10. Well, 2 drivers that featured on the podium last week when the 40-lap main event was done and dusted. Harry Stewart and Nick Ryan. They find themselves in the 1st and 2nd row. Safety car about to turn down the front straightaway and turn off into the pit as we go racing. Harry Stewart is up on the wheel and we're underway. Heat number 2, 10 laps on the board once again. Ryan around the outside of Jordan as I'll work it down into 3 and 4. Crawford trying to come after Mark Scott for that 5th and 6th position, but now watching not Rowan Jones, just Nash Granger, sorry, in the 25 car. Now closing in on your race leader of Harry Stewart into 3 and 4. Stewart runs from the bottom to mid-track, and then he slides it up to the concrete down the front straightaway. Stewart making this pro late model car very, very wide, but still doing enough right now to hold on to lead the opening 3 laps of this 10-lap heat race. 40-lap main event to come later on tonight. Can Nick Ryan put himself into the dash? Right now he's got a spot into tonight's A-main, as does Shannon Jordan, just the very right of your screen in the 24 car. Stewart, Granger, 1st and 2nd. Here goes Ryan down to the inside. Going to run the inside into turn number 1. It's Granger who's got the speed and the momentum on the top side of the racetrack off turn 2. Granger goes back to the right rear. Right in the fluff through turn number 3 and 4. Now sets his sights once again on the back of that 11 car of Harry Stewart, who last week had the clean sweep from quick time to heat racing action to a dash to a main event victory. 1st, 2nd, 3rd just seems to have spread themselves out. Crawford again tried the inside there on Mark Scott into 1 and 2. Here comes Ryan once again closing in on Nash Granger, the 25 car. Remember, top 2 to the dash. Everybody else, 3rd and 4th. Well, 3rd and 4th will find themselves into the main event. 5th on back, 5th through to 10th. I'll go to a B and a C main. Yes, Alphabet Soup racing here this evening. Round number 2, heat race number 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Models Racer Industries, presented by JSI Racing here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Here's your leader, Harry Stewart, coming to the white flag. One final time around Cedar Lake Speedway for heat racing action. He'll head off into turn number 3. About to come off turn number 4, and the checkered flag is out. Harry Stewart gets the win. Second will go to Nash Granger. Third at the line is going to be Nick Ryan. Shannon Jordan will get the fourth and final transfer position. Fifth to start on the outside of the front row in tonight's B main is going to be Mark Scott, followed by Jason Crawford in 6th, Alan Cleary 7th, Hato Bish 8th, Adam Boyd 9th, and Kurt Tyler unofficially going to round out your top 10. Hey, Nick, let's take a look at those finishing results coming up on screeners. There it is, confirmation of Harry Stewart getting the win over Nash Granger from Nick Ryan and Shannon Jordan, your top 4 that are going directly to the show. Heat race number 3, back half of the heat racing action. Bo Oldfield in the 11 car starts on pole position to the outside of the front row in car number 79. That is Daniel Boyd. Row number 2, inside and outside. On the inside, in car number 99, that is Oscar Ames. On his outside from position number 4, it's Thomas Mitchell in 28. Position number 5, in car number 5, that'll be Jonah Blackburn. On his outside, the 92 entry of Cody Gay. Ash Hammond lines up the 4 machine from position number 7, and the 18 of Daniel Nicol will start from position number 8. And Dale Rowlands in the 7 car will line up at a position number 9 as we get set for what is heat race number 3 here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Round 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models, presented by JSI Racing. Again, big thank you to, of course, Cool Drive Auto Parts, MFD Linehaul, Crawford Designs, and MPI with the support of this series. Here we go, and the 11 car one more time. This time it's a different 11, but it is Bo Oldfield to lead the field off into 1 and 2. Oscar Ames had a good look on the inside of the 79 car of Daniel Boyd in 1 and 2, but it was Boydie to get the run on the outside, and Daniel Boyd reclaims the runner-up position. Ames in 3rd. 4th is going to be that 28 car of Thomas Mitchell. So the Maddington Toyota, Kearley Vale Toyota team cars running 2nd and 4th at the moment. All trying to chase down the 11 car of Bo Oldfield. Oscar Ames right in the middle of the teammates as they work it into turn number 3. Ames going to try and dive it down to the inside. Meanwhile, Cody Gay, Jonah Blackburn having a great little battle for what is positions number 5 and 6. There is Daniel Nicol as well to the right of screen, followed by Ash Hammond in the 4 car. Dale Rowlands a little bit back behind there in position number 9. But again, your top 4 on screen for the moment. Closing in on half race distance. Cross flag 6 going to come out next time by with the 11 car of Bo Oldfield. Remember, top 2 to the dash. 3rd and 4th will find themselves going directly into tonight's main event. So we'll lock in 16 cars from heat racing action. Then everybody else, the next 8 competitors, will find their way in from the B main. Ames, here goes Mitchell. Ames down to the low side into turn number 1 and 2. Mitchell around the outside. Mitchell trying to move up not only 1 position but 2 rows in tonight's main event. 3 to run. Ames slid it back up in front of Thomas Mitchell. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 2nd is the 79 car of Daniel Boyd. Then you go back to the 99 car, the white. Oh, we're yellow. We are yellow on the raceway. This could be a Daniel Nicol incident. Yes, it is. Just got caught up there with Ash Hammond and just look what it looked like hard racing. They're coming off turn 4. So Hammond in the 4 car was bouncing, but of course with Daniel Nicol back there slowing, the caution flag does fly, which will of course bring us back to what is going to be a 2-lap shootout to the end of this one, which will, of course, wrap up heat race number 3. So it looks like we're ready for a restart. Bo Oldfield in the 11 once again will lead the field down off for turn number 4 down the front straight away. He sees the green and immediately the popsicle sticks are out with 2 laps left to go. Oldfield Boyd looking to go into tonight's 6-lap dash contested with the 8 cars. The top 2 from the 4 heat races. White flag is out for Bo Oldfield. Daniel Boyd, Oscar Rames. No doubt the Hail Mary might come in here, but Boyd, well, he's very experienced when it comes to last lap moves. He will protect the bottom side into 3 off for turn number 4. And Bo Oldfield is going to be victorious in heat race number 3. Second, we'll go to Daniel Boyd. Third, Oscar Rames. Fourth is Thomas Mitchell. Jonah Blackburn, your top 5. Cody Gay in 6th. Daniel Nichols, 7th. Ash Hammond in 8th. And Dale Rowlands in position number 9. Wait for the official results to come up on screen just to make sure no further post-race penalties. Bo Oldfield gets the win. Daniel Boyd, Oscar Ames and Thomas Mitchell confirmed your top 4 to the main event. Here we go, 4th and final heat race of the evening, and it's an all-Riley front row. This is dangerous on the pole position. In car number 96, it is Riley Stewart. To the outside of the front row, finished runner-up in last week's main event. It's the 2 car of Riley Hutchison from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 18 car of Cohen O'Toole from 4 in the 92 entry. It is Lachlan War. From position number 5 in car number 29, that's Dave Clifford on his outside. In car number 32, it is Alex Gavia from position number 6. Position number 7 in car 59, that'll be Darren Lester on his outside. In the 93 car from position number 8, it's Brendan Randall. And your 9th and final starter yet, he did not take a time in qualifying, driving the Toowoomba windscreens, number 32 car, that is Kyle Fisher. So the 4th and final heat. Ready for a start. 10 laps before we get into your C main, or 12 laps. Top 2, we'll go to that one, and then we'll, of course, have a B main where we'll take 15 laps and we'll take the top 8 into a 24-car feature event. Meanwhile, we're racing here into turn number 3 and 4 on lap number 1, heat race number 4, and around the outside, Cohen O'Toole on the inside. Around the outside was the 2 car of Riley Hutchison. Just got a little bit tight there on the entry into turn number 1. So Riley Stewart still leads in the 96 car. In the course, here comes Cohen O'Toole. In the 18, we got Brendan Randall, who was all sorts of crossed up there in the middle of 3 and 4. He may have had a little help from behind, but race is play on. Stewart continuing to lead the way over Hutchison. Hutchison, although, dies down to the inside. Slide job for the race lead. Crisscross move coming up by Riley Stewart. Here comes Cohen O'Toole now with a move right there on Riley Hutchison in car number 2. But Hutchison still got on the top side of the racetrack, trying to gather that speed and momentum back up in the 2 car before launching another assault on the 96 car. 96 of Stewart right up around the outside, middle of the racetrack on the exit of turn number 4 was the 2 car. And he had to back out of it because otherwise he would have just came up into the left side there of Riley Stewart. Lachlan Moore in car number 92, that black and green machine, closing in on Cohen O'Toole for position number 3, but still your top 2, nose to tail off for turn number 2. There'll be 3 laps left to run. 3 to go right now as they cross the start-finish line. Stewart, Hutchison. Stewart going to go upstairs, as does Hutchison. In fact, probably a lane now a little lower than what your race leader was. So trying to make something happen. He's going to try and time this perfectly with 2 to run. It's a battle of the Rileys. It's been the Riley show all out in front at the moment. Riley Stewart, Riley Hutchison. They've had the good battle of what is now 9 laps, and here goes Hutchison with a slider on Stewart. Stewart with the crisscross off for turn number 2. It's a drag race down into turn number 3. Who will it be? Stewart slides up. Hutchison with the crossover moves. They drag race down the front straight away. Riley Hutchison, Riley Stewart. You're looking at about 41 1,000th of a second. Riley Stewart, unofficially your winner over Riley Hutchison. Colin O'Toole third, Lachlan Waugh in fourth. Kyle Fisher rounds out your top 5. 6. We're going to Dave Clifford, Brendan Randall in 7th, Alex Gavia and Darren Lester to make up the 9 cars. There it is, 41 1,000th of a second. Riley Stewart over Riley Hutchison. Your C main cars up on the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole position in the 93 car, that'll be Brendan Randall to the outside of the front rows. The 74 car of Jason Burke from 2. From position number 3 in caliber 86, that'll be Haydo Bish from 4. In car 4, that is Ash Hammond. Alex Gavia lines up the 32 car from position number 5 on his outside of the 6th. In the 15 from position number 6, that is Jacob Croker. From position number 7 in car number 9, that's Adam Boyd. On the outside from 8 in car number 7, Dale Rowlands. We go to row number 5 in what is going to be the final car in this one. In the 59 car, that is Darren Lester. And in fact, if he makes it onto the track, I think Kurt Tyler is also scheduled to be in this one. Hello, Piper. So just to confirm that we are taking the top 2. The top 2 in this one. Whose night will continue? Whose night will end after these 12 laps? So 9 cars, 7 of them will have their second round of the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series completed already. 2 will continue on and advance to the back of the B main. Might take some time to get some music up here in a minute because we are green. Brendan Randall off in as we go through 1 and 2. They're all starting to get a little bit crossed up, just trying to find themselves in an early little bit of a rhythm right now. Haydo Bish, meanwhile, trying to come after the race lead. We are going to go yellow. All right, what was I looking at? Songs, yes, that's what I wanted. Oh, can't play that just yet. I'm just getting it ready, okay? Just getting it ready. Hello, Mother. Well. Nathan Vanderwacker. Are you still in New Zealand, buddy? Or are you back home now? Still a little disappointed you didn't make it back on Wednesday night. Like, that's pretty poor. Damien, thank you for sharing the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. Round number 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries. Thanks to presented by JSI Racing. So Ash Hammond back in the pits along with Adam Boyd, which leaves 7 of the 9 cars on the raceway. 3 wide off turn number 2. Burke, Gavia, and Lester. Croker just watching for the moment, just watching this 3 wide battle. Really can't go anywhere. Burke getting a little tight there on the top of the cushion on the entry into turn number 1. Here comes Croker now down to the inside. Darren Lester from the back of the field. Leicester up to position number 2. I want to say Leicester started 9th in this one and has found his way into a transfer position. Gavia goes on by Bish as they work it through the middle of 3 and 4, and Bish back to the outside, and the 86 car gets a little too sideways on the entry to turn number 1. Learn same off for turn number 2. Here comes Croker on the inside. Oh, Burke into the side of Bish. We stayed green, but on the 86 car of Ado Bish. Right side tyre, right front tyre. Probably in the creek right now. Hello, Matthew. I didn't know that was being streamed. Are you on your Facebook page still, or are you elsewhere, Matthew? Wacker. When do you come back, Wacker? So yellow is out. Second time in tonight's B main. So Darren Lester from the 9th starting position. I'll try and tune in, Matt. See, I'm normally in bed by about now. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Oh, I'll have to pop in and say g'day. 6 down, 6 to run. With the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Series, thanks to Racer Industries. Of course, Cool Drive Auto Parts. Crawford Designs, MPI and MFD Linehall were back racing here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. 6 cars left in the C main. Jacob Croker to the inside of Alex Gavia on the exit of turn number 4. Now here comes Darren Lester trying to come after Brendan Randall for the race lead. Trying to go from the back of the bus to the top spot in the C main. Croker to the inside, so Brendan Randall goes from leading lap number 7 to sitting back there in position number 3. Almost gets shuffled back to position number 4 by the time they completed one more lap. Gavia now 1 spot out of a transfer position. Croker just rolls the inside of the racetrack right near the tyres where they don't move. Croker about to have the 32 car of Gavia with 2 to run. Leicester still the race leader at the line, 2nd and 3rd. Croker's got it by half a car length, and Gavia trying to go 2 for the price of 1 here. White flag about to fly here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Darren Lester, Alex Gavia, and then Jacob Croker nearly 3 wide for the number 1, 2 and 3 positions. Gavia on the outside there, 3 wide off turn 2. They'll go into 3 and 4. Lester and Croker contact. Who's it going to be? Gavia wins. Will it be Croker? Yes, I think Croker's stolen it from Darren Lester. Croker will get 2nd. Very generous, Matthew. Croker gets 2nd from Leicester by what is 22, about 22 1,000th of a second. Let's take a look at your official C main results. Alex Gavia gets the win over Jacob Croker. 22 1,000th of a second between Leicester and Croker, but Leicester falls 1 spot shy after going from 9th to 1st. Back to 3rd in the space of a lap. Unfortunately for Darren Lester, his night is done, as is the rest of the field, 3rd on down. Let's take a look at your B main lineup for the 15 cars to take part in this. 13 cars to take part in this one, and with the top 8 going through. Dylan Price rolls off the 47 machine from position number 1. From 2 in car number 36, that is Mark Scott. Your 3rd starter in car number 5, it's Jonah Blackburn to the outside from position number 4. In car number 32, that is Kyle Fisher. Position number 5 in car number 26, that'll be Sean Stevens. From 6 in car number 12, it's Jason Crawford. From position number 7, the 92 of Cody Gay. From 8 in car number 29, Dave Clifford. From position number 9 in car number 7, that'll be Corey Borden to the outside. From 10 in car number 21, Alan Cleary. From position number 11, it's the 18 of Daniel Nickel. From 12, your C-Main winner, the 32 entry of Alex Gavia. And your 13th and final starter in car number 15, that is Jacob Croker. 13 cars, 15 laps, top 8 to the main event. Let's go racing here at Cedar Lake Speedway. For the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model and Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series green flag is out. Dylan Price says, okay boys, catch me if you can. I'll set a pace here off the front straightaway. Well, just like that, they caught him, they passed him, and now they are hitting and beating and banging, hitting and biffing and barging as they find themselves 3 and 4 wide down the front straightaway. Fisher probably copping the worst of that one. Croker trying to come through. Oh my God. And somehow we keep it green. An entertaining, I will call it an entertaining couple of laps to open up your B main for the 15-lap journey. Stevens around the outside of Gay down in turn number 3. Here comes Gavia from position number 12. He's found his way to position number 5 there on the completion of what is lap number 4. Passing 7 cars in 4 laps. That's almost 2 a lap right now. Stevens to the low side. You can see the right front fender missing on that race car. So the 26 car. Oh, who's that? Corey Borden? No, Kyle Fisher. Jason Crawford. So Kyle Fisher in the 32 car. Was this all his own doing? Oh, he tried to get a run on the outside of Nickel and then was just stopped on the racetrack, and then we've seen the cars just coming down the front straightaway. Oh, Crawford unfortunately couldn't get by the 12 car, so he'll be back to the pits. Now remember, top 8 go through, which we see 3 of them back in the pit area. So it leaves 10 cars on the raceway. All right, here we go back to racing. Off turn number 4, your B main is back underway. Oh, one into the wall. It's Mark Scott in the 36 car, which will now take us down to a 9-car field. Scott calls a tow. Gavia to the outside and Corey Borden. Price going to work it upstairs through turn number 1 and 2. Again, Dylan Price gets the 47. Probably a little too sideways right now. Here comes your B main winner and your C main winner and C main transferee working top and bottom. That's Jacob Croker in the 15 down low. Alex Gavia in the 32 upstairs. They try to split either side there of the 47 car of Dylan Price. Price and Croker. This time Price was able now to move up to the top of the racetrack, and Croker goes on by. Gavia not happy with 4th just yet. He wants to move forward. We'll start position number 20 in tonight's A main event. Should he finish in that 4th position right now? Borden trying to work over the 26 car of Sean Stevens again. They switch lanes compared to 1 and 2 right now. Stevens, you can see the right front corner. Oh, look out, Borden into the left side there of Stevens. Now Croker gets by Borden. Gavia got by Stevens, and Gavia's up to position number 2 with 4 to run. Croker down to the inside, making it work, doing as many laps as what Alex Gavia is right now. Trying to put what is 10, 12, and 15 laps, so that's 37 laps of racing, plus trying to get into your 40-lap A main event. Stevens goes back by the 15 car of Croker. Meanwhile, Price and Cleary now working side by side for 6th and 7th position. 8th is going to be the 18 car of Daniel Nicol. Oh no, Nicol into the concrete there with a lap to go, and that gives Cody Gay a spot in tonight's A main event. Back straight away for the final time, Jonah Blackburn in car number 5 off for turn number 4. Checkered flag is out in your B main. Done and dusted for your preliminary action here tonight. So just 2 races left on the program. Two races left is all that is done for round number 2 here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Jonah Blackburn gets the win, followed by Alex Gavia in second, Sean Stevens third, Jacob Croker fourth, Corey Borden rounds out your top 5. Dylan Price in 6th position. 7th was Alan Cleary, and Cody Gay will get that 8th and final transfer position. Unfortunately for the likes of Daniel Nicol, Mark Scott, they finish back in the pits along with Jason Crawford, Carl Fisher and Dave Clifford. Will all find themselves having to watch on from the sidelines. We get set right now for your dash cars to make their way onto the racing surface. 8 cars getting set to do battle around Cedar Lake Speedway. So cars lining up. Your 4 heat winners, heats 1, 2, 3, and 4. They start in positions number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The cars that finish second in the heat races will start from positions 5, 6, 7, and 8. 6 laps on the board. Here we go. Kobe and Harry Stewart to the green flag flies here in your dash for the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series. It's the battle of the 11s trying to run down Kobe Noonan. Slide job, not 1 but 2 from Bo Oldfield. And the 3 wide. Kobe Noonan going to lead lap number 1. Oldfield runs in second position. Stewart now trying to force his way on the inside. Stewart is going to lead down the back straightaway. Noonan, Oldfield, a little bit of contact there. Riley Stewart as well back there in position number 4. Granger, Jones, Hutchison. And then you've got Daniel Boyd. And just like that, we complete lap number 3. And it is all Harry Stewart at the moment out in front. 3 down, what should be 3 laps left to run. Noonan and Oldfield. Oldfield around the outside. He will take over position number 3. Oh, Riley Stewart tried to dive to the inside, made contact there with Kobe Noonan. Here comes Granger, here comes Jones now. Jones with a move, boy, poor Kobe Noonan. Every car that's gotten by has not left without a mark on that 26 car. Granger, Jones, Granger, oh no. We could be coming to the checkered flag. Harry Stewart should win your dash. There could be 1 lap left to go. Oh, I've gone early again. In fact, this might even be 8 laps, actually. Seeing though we've got 8 cars, if that's the case, that would be lap number 7. And Stewart still leading from Oldfield, and then Riley Stewart. Harry Stewart into 3 and 4. Checkered flag about to come out. Harry Stewart should get the win. So the way it stands, Harry Stewart, Bo Oldfield, Riley Stewart. And we go to Hutchison. Then we go back to Boyd. And then it's a case of Kobe. We still had Granger and Jones. Just typing this out, just so we don't forget it. There we go. So, all right, that's the way they finish in your dash. So, with that being said, we're going to let these drivers have a few minutes left of practice on the racetrack. So, with that being said, without further ado, we are going to take not so much a short commercial break, but we're going to play one song, which is going to last about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll come back with your feature race starting lineup.
It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, he's alive. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. To the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California. Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop.
All right, well, with that being said, we are back live here from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway for what is your feature race starting a lineup. And the way it's going to look, will look like this. Now, albeit these first 8 positions, they might be just mixed up just a little bit. I can tell you right now, Harry Stewart is going to start on pole position. To the outside of the front row, it's also going to be caliber 11 entry of Bo Oldfield. From position number 3 with a 96 car of Riley Stewart. From 4 in the 2 entry, that is Riley Hutchison. From position number 5 in caliber 79, it's Daniel Boyd. From 6 in caliber 26, Kobe Noonan. Your 4th row is going to be Nash Granger and Rowan Jones inside and outside. Then we go back to position number 9. From here, it is all right. From position number 9, it's the 55 car of Jack Murphy. From 10, it's the 2L of Nick Ryan. From position number 11, it's the 99 of Oscar Rames. From 12, it's the 18 of Cohen O'Toole. From position number 13, the 21 of Kyle Collins. From 14 in car 24, that is Shannon Jordan. Position number 15 in car number 28, it is Thomas Mitchell. From position number 16, Lachlan War. Position number 17, your B-main winner of Jonah Blackburn. From 18, the 32 of Alex Gavia. Position 19, car number 26 of Sean Stevens. From 20th, it's the 15 of Jacob Croker. From 21, the 7 of Corey Borden. From 22, it's the 47 of Dylan Price. And your final 2 starters in this one. From position number 23, it's the 21 of Alan Cleary. And to the outside in position number 24, in car number 92 of Cody Gay. These drivers are about to give you the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. It's a pair of the 11s on the front row. They'll come off turn number 4. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models, presented by JSI Sim Sports. The drivers here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway are 4 wide. Have a look through this field. 24 cars. 40 laps on the board. Look at that sight, folks. They should break away from formation. here in turn number 2. And just like that, they do. They'll line up behind the racing.com official pace truck. They get the Wonder Green signal. Lights are out of the flag stand. Will Harry Stewart. It's a pair of 11s on the front row. Harry Stewart on the inside. On the outside, and also in the 11 car, it is Bo Oldfield. In the second row, it's an all Riley. Second row, Riley Stewart on the inside and Riley Hutchison on the outside. You go back to Daniel Boyd on the inside of Rowan Jones, Nash Granger, and Kobe Noonan. We might go one more time. We will. So the field was set. The storyline for round number 2 for the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series. We're about to go racing. Let's get naughty for 40 here at Cedar Lake Speedway. We're underway in tonight's A-main events. And just like that, Harry Stewart leads Riley Stewart. Riley Stewart going to slide up in front of Riley Hutchison. Riley Stewart takes over the runner-up position. Bo Oldfield going back early in this main event by a couple of positions. Meanwhile, Rowan Jones, Nash Granger trying to resettle the score. Oldfield coming after Hutchison in the middle of 3 and 4. Oldfield now trying to go down from the bottom to the top, and here comes a 31 car of Rowan Jones to the outside of Bo Oldfield, rubbing a little bit of panels down the back straightaway. Oldfield trying to get to the top side, can't get there just yet. Jones is on the outside, Granger goes on the inside, and Jones in the 31 car hard into the concrete wall. We're going to go yellow here in a moment. There it is, right on cue. Yellow flag is out. Gee, Rowan Jones has not had a happy night. From when we go back to what was an incident that happened in the B main. Let's see if we can have a look at the incident. There is just the incident just there. So watch Jones in the 31 car, the yellow car, get to the outside of Oldfield. Oldfield comes up, and well, again, just, I don't know, that initial contact to me didn't look like there was anything in there. Just looked like one was maybe coming up, the front end of Jones maybe just got a little too sideways down into the side. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell from that angle. Unfortunately for Rowan Jones, he's back in the pit, so we go lights out and we go to a Delaware double file restart. If you don't know what that is, well, it's quite simple. The race leader has the entire front row all to himself. Second place car will get to choose inside or outside. Everybody else has to go where iRacing tells you to, except the guy in third. He obviously goes to the other position on that second row. We're back racing here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Riley Hutchison and Bo Oldfield trying to make the move there on Riley Stewart as they work it down into 3 and 4. So the bottom side good there on the initial restart. Now Riley Hutchison again, just like what he did last week. He's trying to track down Harry Stewart in that number 11 car. Meanwhile, here comes Nash Granger coming after Bo Oldfield, who's stuck on the low side of the racetrack right now. Oldfield down low, Granger right upstairs, right up near the concrete wall, and that's where we see a lot of the drivers right now running up top. Still, when is that bottom side? When will that bottom to middle groove come back in? How slick does it have to be for the drivers to start rolling right through the middle? We'll go yellow on lap number 7. Make that lap number 8. We've completed 7. We got Oscar Ames in the 99, couple of laps down. Dylan Price, this may have been. No, it was not. Okay, we're going to look. To be honest, we're not sure with that one, seeing as though that it could have been happened at the bus at the back. So once again, we'll go Delaware double file restart, and Riley Hutchison has got an interesting choice to make, seeing as though that he made the bottom side work there on that opening turn 1 and 2 on the restart. That's what allowed him to get by the 96 car of Riley Stewart. So again, we go back to the Delaware double file restart with 2 to green for the moment. Delaware double file restart again. Leader has the front row to himself. Second place is going to have a choice either inside or outside, and the third place car must go to the opposite. Either the inside or the outside, what is left on this Delaware double file restart. I'd love to see the Delaware double file restart. That stops that second place car trying to jump and time the restart on your race leader. And now look at this, Riley Hutchison has gone to the top. Maybe he's confident in Riley Stewart not having enough on the low side in turns 1 and 2, or maybe Hutchison knows that he needs to get a good start here on the outside if he wants to go with Harry Stewart and fend off Riley Stewart. Here we go. 8 down, 32 to run. We're back racing here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Riley Stewart was able to get to the top side of the racetrack. Oldfield trying to come after Riley Stewart for the final spot on the podium. Harry Stewart leads the way. Bo Oldfield now moves up in front of Riley Stewart. Here comes Nas Granger in the 25 car. Kobe Noonan and Jack Murphy side by side. Remember, Kobe Noonan started off quick time this evening and then also won heat race number 1 as Granger gets crossed up and he will lose probably 3 or 4 positions. Nick Leonard in the 18 to the outside of Cohen O'Toole in the 18. Nick Ryan in the 2L in the Nick Leonard Racing Association 2L, the Booger Sugar Machine. Oldfield slides up in front of Murphy. 3 wide down the back straightaway. They run Noonan to the inside on Murphy. Murphy slides Oldfield. Oldfield trying to come back through the middle. Noonan still working that inside. Now here comes Nick Ryan with a run. Third place last week at the Volusia Speedway Park for the season opener. Keeping an eye on Riley Hutchison as well. He is looking to be closing in on your race leader of Harry Stewart. Jack Murphy dove down to the inside of Bo Oldfield, but unfortunately couldn't make the pass. Ryan to the outside. Jack Murphy getting all sorts of crossed up there in the middle of 3 and 4. And now here goes Ryan. All over the back of Bo Oldfield through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Kobe Noonan in that 26 car. The Maddington Toyota, Canley Vale Toyota number 26 car. Moving up 1 more position. We'll go back to position number 6. And just like that, oh boy, is that Jack Murphy in the 55 car. He caught the tyre on the entry into the pits and going down into turn number 1. Boyd and Granger side by side. Cohen O'Toole, Thomas Mitchell rounding out your top 10. Have a look at Alex Gavia. Won the C main, second in the B main, and now he's 1 spot out of a top 10 right now. And gee, the 32 is rocking and rolling right now. Oh boy, Cohen O'Toole. Just like what Jack Murphy did just a couple of laps ago. And that, of course, now Kyle Collins and Alex Gavia fighting it out. Their teammates fighting it out for a top 10 position right now. Let's have a look up front. We see Harry Stewart still keeping the 4/10 of a second lead right now over Riley Hutchison. Again, these 2 drivers finished 1-2 last week in last week's season opener. As we are halfway home in tonight's A main event, and just like that, we are yellow, 20 down and 20 to go. Caution comes out on the raceway. So a number of drivers, Jack Murphy, Cohen O'Toole, of course, finding themselves with incidents. Could be a Jonah Blackburn incident here in the 5 car. It is. Let's have a look at Jonah Blackburn in car number 5. Oh, just caught the concrete and the right side just dug in. Unfortunately, hard contact with the crete. So isn't this going to be an interesting restart? Again, the Delaware double file restart. So here we go back, about to go back green here in a moment. So it looks like we are ready to go racing once again here. Again, the Delaware double file restart. 19 laps left to run. Don't forget MFD Linehall also putting up some money for the hard charger. For the remainder of the series, of course, that hard charger has to have the least amount of incidents. All right, about to come back to green here off turn number 4. 19 to run, and Harry Stewart is going to lead Riley Stewart and Riley Hutchison now. Stewart, that's Riley down to the low side in the 96 machine. Riley Hutchison in the 2 machine, back to the outside. Riley Stewart with a slide job on Hutchison, and now Stewart comes back. Hutchison back to the inside, Stewart back to the outside. Oldfield trying to make it work on the low side as well. Riley Hutchison, gee, he's good on the low side of 1 and 2. Bottom 1 and 2. That slick line through the middle could be starting to come into play. Stewart to the outside, so it's going to be Stewart 1 and 2 for the moment. No relation, Harry Stewart and Riley Stewart. I'd say Harry's the better of the two drivers. Oh, kid. All right, but there's Riley Hutchison down to the low side. Kobe Noonan making some moves there on Nash Granger just to the right of your screen. There'll be 15 to run at the line for Harry Stewart, looking to double up on feature wins to open up the 2 weeks of the opening 2 weeks of the series. Riley Stewart, Riley Hutchison, and Bo Oldfield run their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. And you go back to Kobe Noonan in 5th. 6th is Nash Granger. 7th, Thomas Mitchell. 8th is Nick Ryan, Lachlan Moore, Kyle Collins, Riley Hutchison, meanwhile with a slider attempt on Riley Stewart in the turn number 3 and 4, and he's completed the pass. Stewart, will he come back at him? Will he come back at him on the inside off the turn number 2? But Riley Hutchison tags the concrete wall in the middle of the back straightaway. Stewart, well, he figured, well, I'll go for the slider, but I had to back out of it because he was not going to get clear, and he didn't want to put the 2 car into the concrete. Just as that happened, Oldfield tagged the back of Riley Stewart, but a little incident. Little incident elsewhere. Sees the yellow flag come out. So the yellows come on for, what is, I think, caution number 4. And I'm going to say, so far, it's been pretty entertaining, especially these drivers at the front of the field from what we've seen. It's hard to go back and have a look at the mid-pack when you've got guys battling inside the top 3 or top 5 for positions. Some great racing all throughout this field, of course. Fortunately, Cedar field down to what is 15 drivers. So we're closing in on 11 to go. Lights are out for the 11. Is that an omen? Well, he's been the man to beat in the opening 2 weeks. Back racing here with Harry Stewart. And again, Riley Stewart in the 96 car goes mid-track down into turn number 1 and 2. Trying to get by Riley Hutchison. Makes the pass. Now he's going to complete the slaughter. He parks it right on the nose of Hutchison. Hutchison had to back out of it. Here comes Coben in on the inside of Bo Oldfield. Oldfield upstairs, Noonan down low. Look at this, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. 2 upstairs, 2 down low. Exactly what you want to see in a late model race, in a pro late model feature event. Is the track have multiple groove? Noonan stuck on the low side. Meanwhile, Hutchison, Riley Stewart and Bo Oldfield all work the top of turn number 1 and 2. Thomas Mitchell now got some company inside and outside. Lachlan Moore and Nick Ryan. Nash Granger trying to close in on the back of the 26 car of Kobe Noonan. Noonan holds on to a top 5. We're in the single-digit laps remaining. Oldfield, that's Bo Oldfield coming after Riley Stewart through a slider. And now Stewart trying to come back at Bo Oldfield, now down into turn number 1. Oldfield slides into the creed. Here comes Kobe Noonan. Gee, Kobe Noonan has got some late race speed. The Maddington Toyota and Canley Vale Toyota number 26 car. He is moving back up through the field. He's back to position number 4 in what started off with a quick time award tonight, taking out heat race number 1 honours. The 26 car finds his way 1 spot out of a podium position. Granger and Oldfield are working side by side. Lachlan Moore on the inside of Thomas Mitchell. Lachlan Moore in the 92, probably the driver of the night so far in the main event. Granger up to position number 5 with 3.5 to go. Your podium looks to be all but sorted for the moment. Harry Stewart, 8/10 of a second lead over Riley Hutchison. It almost goes out to 9/10, but they'll come to 2 laps left to run. We'll watch for your race leader once he gets the white flag in just 1 lap time. Granger, Oldfield still side by side for positions number 5 and 6. Nick Ryan, Lachlan Moore, Thomas Mitchell still 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Here he goes down the front straightaway. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. The 11 car trying to back up a win from last week's season opener. Back straightaway for the final time. The Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series here at Cedar Lake Speedway, presented by Racer Industries. Harry Stewart doubles up on the win. Back-to-back weeks, we see Riley Hutchison come home in 2nd position. 3rd will go to Riley Stewart. 4th is going to be Kobe Noonan. Your official results coming up on screen. 5th will be Bo Oldfield. 6th is Nash Granger. Nick Ryan in 7th. Thomas Mitchell in 8th. 9th was Lachlan Moore. Corey Borden rounds out your top 10. 11th through to 20th will look like this. Jacob Croker in 11th. 12th is Alex Gavia. 13th with is Dylan Price. 14th, Cody Gay. Rounding out your top 15 in the last car on the lead lap is Shannon Jordan. And then, of course, our non-finishers back in the pits. Kyle Collins in 16th. Daniel Boyd 17th. 18th was Jonah Blackburn. Cohen O'Toole 19th. And Sean Stevens makes up your top 20. Jack Murphy in 21st. 22nd will go to Oscar Rames. Rowan Jones 23rd. And Alan Cleary to make up the 24 finishers and the 24 drivers in tonight's A main event. 40 laps, and well, for the 2nd week in a row, the 11 car of Harry Stewart backs up on his feature wins. We'll chat to your top 3 here in a moment's time. We'll wait for him to get out of the virtual race cars, and then we are going to head them and send them to where they need to be. And, of course, we will get those drivers right now. Of course, we'll go from 3rd to 1st. And let's chat with the man that comes home 3rd place tonight. It's the 96 car of Riley Stewart. Riley, congratulations on 2nd place finish here tonight. Boy, that was one you had to work for, buddy.
Yeah, been a while since I've been on. I don't really get on as much anymore. So yeah, they're getting quicker, that's for sure.
They're getting quicker. You maybe just losing your touch just a little bit. But as you said, you don't get on all that much. Of course, you've had to put your big boy pants on and grow up and get a job. How's that all going for you, buddy?
Yeah, it's going all right. Doing well in it, moving up.
Well, speaking of moving up, there was a couple of times where you had to come off the bottom side and move up the racetrack. This racetrack just, for the most part, looked like there was a couple of different lines to choose from, especially on those restarts.
Yeah, I figured on the first one I'd choose the outside and get a bit of a run to go onto the top, but that didn't really work, and I clicked that Hutchison wasn't really doing it, like going down to the bottom and taking advantage of it, so I started doing it to him, but yeah, I just didn't have enough to hold past him and just had to hold on for third.
Well, third place will have to do for the 96 car for the Late Model Racing, Tasmanian Race Industries Pro Late Model Series. Riley, congratulations on this third place finish. Of course, now before we let you go, we know there's a lot of sponsors on this race car that make this possible for you.
Yeah, Nicolet Racing Association, yourself, Ultimate Dirt TV, King Race Designs, JR Production and Media, 96 Graphics, Luke Johnson Racing, and then just the boys, Colin, Nick, and then yeah, just JSI for putting the event on.
All right, well done on third place, Riley, and we'll hopefully see you back next week, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Riley Stewart home in third position. Home in second spot. We'll continue the trend on with the Rileys. And for the second week in a row, it's going to be the two car of Riley Hutchison. Riley, second place finish once again. And I'm going to say probably looked a lot harder than what last week was. But hey, 2 weeks, 2 seconds. You're going to get one soon.
Yeah, well, that's hopefully the plan, eh? 2 seconds, that's a good way to start off the season, I guess. Harry's obviously exceptionally good, so it's going to be hard to beat him, but hopefully we can get one eventually. Got 6 weeks or whatever it's left to go.
All right, I got to go this first restart. Riley Stewart picked the outside. You made him pay on the inside there, and then we had, I think, a yellow 3, 4, maybe 5 laps later. You do the same thing. You opt to give him back the bottom side. You went back to the top when you had second spot. What was the reason for that one?
Just because I thought we had a huge gap. Like, me and Harry pulled away for a bit, and I'm like, oh, I thought I might get a better start on the outside, bit grip, not in the slick down low, but obviously it didn't. And then I tried it again because just trying to stick the top, hopefully get a better start, but that didn't work. So I had to work the hard way around Riley again.
So, like I said, one of these next 8 weeks, so I feel like this 2 car is going to be on the top step of the podium, but you've got to beat that 11 car out in front. How do you do it over the next 8 weeks? How do you put this 2 car on the top step of the podium 1 week?
Oh, man, I'm only good at certain tracks, so hopefully soon become good, but we got to definitely qualify pole and win the heat to have the best chance. We started 4th there. We probably had to burn our stuff up a little bit trying to do it, but yeah, it was unlucky we got second in that heat race there, which definitely stuffed us over because I would have started 4th in the dash instead of 8th, which stuffed me over a bit. But yeah, can't do nothing about it.
Well, Riley, second week in a row, you find yourself 1 spot shy of the top step with another second place finish here tonight. Once again, before we let you go, Riley, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 2 car.
Just the same as last week. All the boys at HRE Sim Sports, CFM, Johnson Speed Shots, Outlaw Graphics, Alistair Automotive, and everyone else.
All right, there we go. Riley Hutchison, your runner-up driver here tonight. Then well, for the second week in a row, not so dominant at the start of the night, but he was dominant towards the back end, and that's all that counts. Harry Stewart gets another feature in. Harry, congratulations that it's 2 for 2. It's nice to see you got a good-looking paint car on this 11 car this week.
Yeah, no, Darcy and Damo pulled their finger out and got something sorted. So, yeah, car definitely looks better than the iRacing default. So happy to have a good first run with it.
Certainly does, but I'll tell you what, still got the same speed. It was just lightning quick. Although you didn't qualify first tonight, you still put yourself in a good spot to start on pole of this feature event, and you go on to lead all 40 laps once again.
Yeah, no, it was good. I'm about to cough. I'm in between coughing and just talking. Hang on.
That's okay. You let me know when you're ready.
We're good now. Yeah, no, it was good. didn't really stuff up in quali. Kobe just was better than me, so props to him. And yeah, I don't know, it was a weird feature because we gridded and Bo said straight away, look at the fuel, and um if I was to hold it pin the whole race on the top, probably would have ran out. So was kind of managing that, and then the tires, try not to wreck them, as well as not have me pace too slow to where I'll be vulnerable from one of the Rileys. So very quick. So yeah, it was different. It probably looked easy, I guess, but running against the fence here is not my favourite thing, and as well as countering in all those other bits and bobs, and yeah, probably just lucky to have people spectating and helping me out, telling me or giving me updates the whole race, and yeah.
Last week you go from pretty much running the gut of the entire race to this week running the top side. They're pretty much for the most part of this 40-lap feature event. What do you think next week is going to prove, and what do you think next week's going to do, and what have you learnt from the opening 2 weeks so far?
Oh, well, last week I didn't think it'd be on the bottom, and it was on the bottom, and then this week I thought it'd be on the top, and it was. So I'm 50-50, or 1 out of 2. I don't know. Either way. I think, where are we at next week? Port Royal or something?
I got no
Over
idea.
there.
I was hoping you knew. That's why I was asking you the question,
Yeah,
so
no,
I didn't look stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's Port. So I'm guessing that'll be probably on the top for the feature. It might be on the bottom for a few of the heats, or depending how long we run it in practice. But hopefully that's on the top, and that should be fun. Besides the straights that are 10 years long, but the corners are very cool there. So hopefully it's a good race.
Well, Harry, congratulations on yet another victory. That's 2 weeks and 2 wins to kick off the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series presented by JSI Racing. That is a mouthful in itself, and somehow I'm still going. Before we let you go, I'll let you think of it involved.
Yeah, just thanks to the whole JSI team for putting this deal together with the real life sort of deal. Yourself for broadcasting, everyone on Darcy's car, Australian Racing Products, 6 Ballarat, Penske Shocks by KW, 87 Creative, both for doing the race with me, and Darcy, Joel, and Bradley and Damo for helping out towards the end of the meeting there after their bloody pavement racing was done.
That's so boring.
Oh, isn't it? It's criminal.
It really is. They're like they need to headbutt a wall or something.
Oh, I agree. I think one of them did, so that's fine.
I'm gonna say it's Joel.
No, he finished. It was Darcy.
No, okay. Harry, well done on the winner. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yeah, cheers.
There we go, Harry Stewart, your winner here tonight from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway, which will, of course, wrap up round number 2 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models presented by JSI Racing. Again, of course, we couldn't do it with all the support with the other sponsors involved in the series. Again, you can see all the logos rotating up on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Again, a big thank you to, of course, first JSI Racing for putting on the series, and, of course, the guys at Late Model Racing Tasmania for jumping on board once again for a second year in a row. Of course, Racer Industries, Cool Drive Auto Parts, MPI, Crawford Designs, and MFD Linehaul. Of course, MFD Linehaul also putting up some cash for the hard charger that has the least amount of incident points. And just looking at, let me have a look and so I can see who had picked up the most positions in tonight's feature event. So having a look at this one. So Corey Borden went up 11 positions. So he first off gets the hard charger award. Now, whether he has how many incident points, I'm not sure. If I can just have a look, and I'll leave that to race control. I believe he had 4. And then, of course, there was 9, which is going to be Jacob Croker, who went from 20th to 11th, as did Dylan Price. So Croker and Price, so Dylan Price had 6, and Jacob Croker had 6. So that's still, at this stage, to my knowledge and my calculations, that Corey Borden, unofficially, we'll let JSI deal with this one, that's their department. Unofficially, Corey Borden is going to be your hard charger, thanks to MFD Linehaul. But that is week number 2, done and dusted from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Another 2 months of action to come right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We look forward to having your company next Sunday night from 6:30 p.m. Sydney time, that is. Again, we look forward to seeing what round number 3 will produce. And, well, can Harry Stewart, can he make it a hat-trick of wins? You'll have to wait and see next week, live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. But that will wrap us up. And until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying goodbye.